You're listening to Rabbi Aryeh Wolbe of Torch in Houston, Texas. This is the Parsha Review Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Parsha Review Podcast. It is so wonderful to have you back. Just yesterday was Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av is a very, very sad day where we mourn the destruction of the two temples, where we talk about and feel and cry about so many of the sad events that befell the Jewish people on this day. But now we're discussing a new Parsha, the Parsha Va'eschanan. What is Va'eschanan? It's talking about the pleas that Moshe Rabbeinu, the requests that Moshe Rabbeinu had, that Moses, our leader, our fearless leader, who took us out of Egypt, the requests that he had from the Almighty to enter into the land of Israel. And our sages tell us that he requested so many times that Hashem said, stop, enough, stop asking. But before I continue, I have a very, very, very special treat for you today. And that is my nephew, Avram Blackman from Toronto, Canada, is with me right here in the studio, in our traveling studio. And guess what? He just finished 6th grade. He's going into 7th grade. He's the oldest of 7 children and is a student in the Toronto Cheder. He's going to treat us this week with a beautiful idea on this week's Parsha. And without any further ado, I'm going to ask Avram Blackman to join us on the Parsha Review Podcast.
Hello, my name is Avram Blackman. I'm from Thornhill, Ontario, and first of all, I want to say a special thank you to my amazing Uncle Aryeh for bringing me here. I'm very excited to share with you. I have a special Dvar Torah. Okay, so let's jump right in. So I have a special Dvar Torah that really inspired me on Parshas Va'eschanan, and especially because of something that happened this year with my Rebbe. Parshas Va'eschanan starts with Moshe Rabbeinu begging Hashem 515 times to let him go into Eretz Yisrael. That number isn't random. It's not for no reason that he asked, because he showed how much he loved Eretz Yisrael. He didn't give up, even when he knew the answer might be no. But Hashem said, Ravlach, enough, stop. Because if he would have asked Hashem one more time, Hashem would have had to let him, because tefillah is a very important thing, and if you daven enough, Hashem has to let him. So he said, stop. I can't let you in, and since I can't let you in, please stop davening, because I won't be able to let you in. And you'd think, right? Moshe Rabbeinu's tefillahs are so powerful. One tefillah could cancel one of Hashem's decrees. And 515 tefillahs, all the more so, it's so much. And even still, he wasn't answered. So you'd think, right? He'd be devastated, right? I just davened 515 times to Hashem to let me into Israel, and still I can't. You'd think he'd be devastated. But right after, Moshe doesn't complain. He moves forward. He gives over the Torah to Bnei Israel, to the Yidden, to the Jews. He strengthens them. He gives them chizuk. He shares the Shema. He keeps teaching them and giving over the Torah, even though he knows that I might not be able to get to the finish line, be able to see the finish line, the end product, but I still want to do it. That is real leadership. That is real love. This reminds me of something that happened with my Rebbe this year. I had an amazing Rebbe. He was very nice. My teacher, he was very kind, and he had problems with his voice during the year. And on the third to last day of school, he had to do a procedure for his voice, and he wouldn't be able to talk for 7 days straight. And so, right, he wouldn't be able to come to class and then teach us when he can't talk. So on the third to last day, we had a party. We ended off. It was amazing. And we had a substitute. And on the last day, someone knocks on the door, and he comes in, and it was my Rebbe, my teacher. And he waves to all of us, right? He's not able to speak, but he waves to all of us. And he gives out prizes, and we see, he really wants to talk to us, but he was very emotional, and then he sat down and he started writing a letter to each and every one of us. And it wasn't just any letter. It was personal. It was emotional. He poured his heart into it. He told us all the good times and the memories and the fun times. He told us how proud he was, how much he believed in us, how Torah is something that we could carry with us forever and ever, even when people or voices are gone. The letter was more powerful than any words he could have said. Just like Moshe couldn't enter the land, my Rebbe couldn't speak. But instead of giving up, he gave more. He gave what would last. His message, like Moshe's, wasn't about him. It was about us, his students, his talmidim, and about making sure that the Torah and the connection continues forever and ever. And really, that letter was like a mashal for the Torah. Hashem didn't only speak to us one time at Har Sinai. He gave us the Torah so we'd have something forever, something to hold on to. It's like a letter from Hashem. It's written in ink. It's like a letter from Hashem, even more lasting than the words we hear once. The Torah is how we stay close, even when we can't hear, so to speak, him the same way. Right here, it's written on ink. We could actually now have it. It's written on ink that we could have it forever and ever. Words you could remember, but here, now I have it. So here's my question. If Moshe's tefillos didn't work, why bother davening and praying so much? What was the point of all of it? He davened so many times. Where did those tefillos go? What was it for? And the answer is, tefillah isn't just to get what we want. It's to build a closer connection. Every one of those 515 tefillos brought us closer to Hashem, even if the answer was no. Just to build a connection. Just like my Rebbe's letter brought us closer, even though he couldn't speak. Sometimes, the most powerful messages come not from what we say, but from how much we care. Think about it. It's important. I hope this inspired you just as much as it inspired me. Everybody, have a wonderful Shabbos.
My dear friends, if you just heard the words, the beautiful words from my wonderful nephew Avram, you learned something really, really special. And that is that every single prayer helps us elevate and become closer to the Almighty. Helps us become closer to God. Even if we don't see an answer that is to our liking, to our desire. Oh, I would like it to be this. I want to win that game. And Hashem, you didn't answer me. That's not the objective. The objective of prayer teaches us, Avram, going into 7th grade, he teaches us an incredible lesson here. That prayer is about bringing ourselves closer to Hashem. My dear friends, we should all merit that all of our prayers bring us closer to Hashem. And we should also merit that the prayers and the things that we ask for in our prayers should always be fulfilled in the greatest way possible. Thank you and have a beautiful Shabbos.
You've been listening to Rabbi Aryeh Wolbe on a podcast produced by Torch, the Torah Outreach Resource Center of Houston. Please help sponsor an episode so we can continue to produce more quality Jewish content for our listeners around the globe. Please visit torchweb.org to donate and partner with us on this incredible endeavor.